Good morning, St. Paul, Twin Cities. This is your host, the Un-Bougie Foodie. It is Saturday morning, and I hope you all are having that cup of coffee and, of course, listening to my show. Thank you again so much, as always, for tuning in. It's always a pleasure of mine to get an opportunity to share different food places and restaurants and so forth, and just talk about subjects of food, no matter what it is. So sit back and enjoy the moment. We'll be talking about breakfast. And it's always a great time. It's like I can't remember the last time that I talked about breakfast places. Most of the time it's been pretty much about savory things, more, in the evening, in the afternoon, like lunch, dinner, so on and so forth. Maybe I'll throw in a dessert every now and then, but breakfast, though, is an important part of your day. So why not definitely take the moment or the time to talk about it? Really important. Anyway, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. You could always find me here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Only on WEQY. For those that are not local, please feel free to download the TuneIn app and stream the show live. It's a free app, so why not? But also, if you're interested in just following me on Facebook or any social media, Facebook specifically is the Un-Bougie Foodie. On Instagram, you can find me by entering _Un-Bougie Foodie, and Twitter is just at Un-Bougie Foodie. Feel free to also send me a message, or if you have any questions about the show, or maybe even would like to share a recipe or a comment about the show, you can email me as well at theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com. Once again, that's theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com. And lastly, but just as important, call in and have a discussion or share in the conversation with me by calling in to the radio station and to the show at 651-200-3479. Again, that number is 651-200-3479. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about breakfast because, it is the most important meal of the day. It starts your day and helps your body to, begin that metabolism process. And you just, hello, your brain starts to wake up and think a whole lot more. Anyway, that not even being a nutritionist or anything, a person could realize that, maybe they might feel that, okay, I need to have some eggs or something of sustenance rather than just coffee. Because, some people rely on coffee to wake up and to start their day. But food really helps with that process, too. So why not talk about that? But before we begin that, as always, I'm going to talk about or make mention about certain festivals or maybe events in the area that you might be interested in. And I know there is a number of them. One specific one that I'm going to try to get to. It is the Twin Cities Veg Fest. Again, that's the veg meaning, or you might say vegan fest as well, but most it's just, vegetables and so forth. But that is today, September 9th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's in Como Park. The Twin Cities Veg Fest, 2017, again, is going to be taking place today at the Como Park area. And there are a number of places that you can, one place I know that you can actually go to for off-site parking. There's going to be a shuttle service that's going to be available just in case you don't want to have to worry about parking, because, Como Park area is quite compact. So parking may be a struggle, but the event is actually making, again, shuttle service available from the Rosedale Shopping Center in Roseville. And they have details as well. So if you want to find out a bit more information on that, definitely visit tcvegfest.com. So again, that's T as in Tom, C as in Charlie, vegfest.com. And I'll tell you a whole lot more. I'm quite sure you're probably interested in finding out, the reason for it. One of the reasons is because, the project itself is based on, or really is in partnership with Compassionate Action for Animals. And, okay, you're wondering what that is. And, it's important to remember everyone has their own opinions about the type of foods or their diets and so forth. So, be respectful. We all need to be respectful. But at least if you wanted to find out information more about, maybe a vegan spots. I know that has been a topic for many conversations. I know amongst a number of my friends, co-workers, even family members, and I find that kind of surprising. But anyway, because most of my family members, they're I'm just gonna say they're meat eaters. I am too, but I'm just saying that yeah. But still, there's a conversation that's going on. So definitely, if you want to find out more information about it, Twin Cities has a festival specifically set aside for that. And it's going to be outdoors, and they said that it was going to either be rain or shine. Outside looks wonderful, so it's supposed to be really good day. So why not go out and enjoy this festival? It will give you an opportunity to learn more about it. And you're again wondering, why is this going on? Well, as I mentioned before, the organization has really in partnership with another organization called Compassionate Action for Animals. And they exist to build a truly animal-friendly community within the Twin Cities region. And they do that through outreach, education, community building, festivals such as this one. And what they do is help the public get educated about farm animals and sometimes the situations that they may actually go through. Now, that's not to say that every farm or animal is going through that, but if it educates people to make a decision to go towards a more plant-based lifestyle or diet, or even a vegan diet, that is what they are just trying to educate people on. And why not, again, take an opportunity if you'd like to find out more information about, hey, having a plant-based diet, or maybe transitioning into other forms of maybe vegan, vegetarian. And trust me when I tell you that there are so many different levels of whether it be vegan, vegetarian, living a plant-based lifestyle. I'm not one to be able to provide all of that information, but I know that there is a number of resources that will be available at this Twin Cities Veg Fest that can provide you with all the information that you would be looking for to help make that decision. So if you, again, want to find out more information on that, please visit tcvegfest.com. And again, you'll be able to find out more information on that, as well as other resources and programs that are also available for you to consider. There's going to be a number of different food options. I believe one of the what is it? I want to say. Oh, the the herbivorous butcher. I see. I was gonna get that. fully cooked, meat-free, quote unquote, meats and cheeses. Because if you're going, this is a family-owned vegan market. So if you're interested in finding out, more, they are actually going to be at Twin Cities Veg Fest. So you could find out definitely more information on that. Uh, you know, Again, a vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle. Uh, and the event, as I mentioned, is going to be from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you have time. I do too. So if you're interested in finding out about the herb, herbivorous, see, herbivorous butcher. I was tongue-tied. Herbivorous Butcher. They are located at 507 First Avenue Northeast. That's in Minneapolis, 55413. But if you want to find out just perhaps what's on their menu or a bit more about Herbivorous Butcher, contact or visit their website to see also items that are on their menu at herbivorousbutcher.com. Herbivorous is Herbivorous Butcher. So the Herbivorous Butcher. Goodness, I'm going to get that right. So, yeah, there's an example for you. Here's another one and this one it's called Open Feasts West Broadway. And it's actually being sponsored by, or hosted by, I should say, one, Open Feast, but then The Good Acre, Twin Cities Food Justice, Kindred Kitchen, and the Food Group. This one is also going to be today at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this is going to be just West Broadway. So the details behind it is that it's a collaborative between 11 different nonprofit organizations as well as government and education entities that bring attention to the issues of food waste, and they offer solutions to the community and also offering free food too. So it's an opportunity for you to find out within your community. And again, even if you're not over in or live over in the West Broadway area, why not take a day and just visit Northeast and see what it's all about. They're a great organization. We know that the Good Acre is closer or more so in the Falcon Heights area. They're a great organization, nonprofit. All of these are nonprofits, of course. But they specifically the Good Acre, they offer food classes, cooking classes, and they work great with young people too in the community, teaching them about having their own either garden or growing their own produce, as well as being able to cook those when preparing. So again, Open Feast is going to be taking place today from 11 to 5. And with open feasts, you're probably familiar with maybe like open streets, where basically the city would shut off or certain streets for, I think it's like what, 3-4 miles over a particular street, and they just offer people an opportunity to walk, to bike, go from shops to shop, and be out in the community. So this is really cool too, because again, along those same lines, you could find out, going from these different vendors, and find out about where food is coming from and where waste actually goes when we're throwing them away, or food that is actually no longer considered edible, how those might be used for compost, finding out about wholesalers and retailers. It's a wide variety of information and resources, of course. There are information again about how food waste and hunger in our community, how it's affected, but how we as individuals can help with reducing any type of food waste, either in your own home, maybe even at work. There are volunteer opportunities as well. So definitely, once again, take advantage of the opportunity. As a beautiful day that it is today, and why not go and attend Open Feast West Broadway? Again, it is starting from 11 to 5 p.m. and it's supposed to be really, really nice. So why not get out and do something of importance, good, definitely something that you'll find is going to be helpful, even when you're at home. I know personally, when it comes, I don't have, and maybe I could, but I do not have an opportunity to compost. But if you've not seen, or maybe you don't have a opportunity to compost as well, there are small containers. They look like little trash cans, and people will actually have them. I've seen them at my job, my secular job, but also at friends' home. It looks like a little trash can, totally separate from your regular waste basket. Waste. They use their waste baskets for recycling and separating, the glass and the plastics and so forth, and the various recyclables. However, this small little trash can sits on their counter so that when they're cutting up vegetables, or let's just say stems off of a particular vegetable or stock, whatever the case, all of that is actually placed in this small little bin, and it is used basically. They are referred to as compostable items. Compost, again, compostable, part of, compost being part of that compostable. Anyway, waste for the food, and is actually placed into this so that I know that they are going to be able to put that in a recyclable, compostable container, and that will go to a different area of a landfill that we know or would be for compost, or can be reused at another time, maybe for fertilization. The bags that they're placed in break down so that there's no remnants of the plastics, and that's, I'm jumping around a little bit, but that plastic bag itself is much different than the one that you would actually get, for instance, in the grocery store. Thus the reason why so many people are against using plastics. Anyway, going back to the compostable, and with Open Feasts as well, educating yourself about using opportunities or taking opportunities to reduce whatever food waste within our own home. It carries over to our work, maybe to other friends. You never know who you might be able to influence and get them. I won't even say influence, more encourage them to also be more conscious of their food waste, recycling or composting a bit more. So there's an idea. You can actually purchase one of those containers. I could purchase one of those too. And work on that as an individual, composting at home and making your food waste not one that is just simply that just goes to waste. I hate to put it like that. It seems like a cliche or a pun. No pun intended. But yes, certainly take advantage of the events or these festivals specifically, because they will educate you and help you make a choice for whatever lifestyle, being more food waste conscious, or maybe making a decision to be more plant-based or living a plant-based lifestyle or diet, or going all the way and just becoming vegan, all you know, to the full extent. There are resources, there are restaurants that are totally focused on both of these type of festivals or scenarios. So seek them out, and I'll even talk about them in future shows as well. I know that I will be having other guests that have their own opinions about living a plant-based lifestyle, being vegetarian, or just overall they want to be a carnivore. So we'll have a full-on discussion about that in upcoming shows, but definitely look out for those. Again, you have an opportunity to do that every Saturday at 10 a.m. The Un-Bougie Foodie is here talking about food within the neighborhood, food and social justice issues that are occurring. And that could be just maybe finding out where your nearest food shelter is, or a food desert. And we've talked about food deserts in the past and how it is important for communities to be able to resolve the issue that families may have of not being able to get out and go to maybe a grocery store, a full grocery store that offers them an opportunity to get nutritious foods like full on fruits and vegetables, where it's not just an apple, banana at your local convenience store, but a full on grocery store. There are resources that are available for you as well. So again, that is what this show is about. And again, I hope you continue to tune in so that you find out more about that. And again, here's an opportunity for you to also share any of your thoughts as well as suggestions on these different topics as well. So feel free to give us a call at 651-200-3479. Again, that's 651-200-3479. All right, so let's continue on with the show. But yeah, I will say that we're going to come up with Get Your Groupon. So I'm telling you early, so have a pen and paper available, because it's still going to be about breakfast, because I think today is just going to all be about breakfast stuff. About breakfast spots. What's your favorite? What is your favorite place? Where do you feel that you have to go, or you would take your family on, let's go out to breakfast? What is your spot that you are going to go to? Again, feel free to give us a call and let us know what that is. But I'm going to share a few that I have come to appreciate and learn more about. Gosh, and they're just so many. But I'll tell you the ones that I truly really, really appreciate, because either they're local, the type and quality of food. That is what I'm trying to say. The quality of food, what they're serving is just it's delicious. It's not top notch, actually. And then the different varieties that are available out there. So first and foremost, gosh. I want to mention about, it's right up the street. It is called Magnolia's Restaurant. Magnolia's is located at 1081 Payne Avenue, and that's right here in St. Paul, right up the street, 55130. And they offer casual American food. They've been around for such a long time. Quality family dining, affordable prices. They're open from 6 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. But when you go to, if you're interested in finding out more information, certainly visit their website, which is magnolias-stpaul.com. You'll be able to see their menus. Specifically, they have one for breakfast. And Man, I'm telling you, the portions that you get at Magnolia's is it's one where you're gonna have to take home uh, a carry out. I'll just say they are very generous with their portions. Um, One of the apparently the top things that is on their menu for breakfast specifically is a ranch breakfast. It's a 6-ounce USDA choice sirloin steak. Comes with 2 eggs, hash browns, toast, biscuit. You have a choice of either toast or biscuit, and then gravy, or even a muffin, at a really great price. So they have omelets. Again, family, American fare, standards, such as pancakes. I love their lumberjack breakfast. It's chocked full of heartiness. It's a hearty breakfast. It really is. They offer French toasts and pancakes, and of course they also offer oatmeal as well. So if you're trying to just start out your day really simple and I just need some oatmeal and maybe a cup of coffee, but you want to like get out of the house and just enjoy a really great simple breakfast, Magnolia's is one of them. Uh, Interestingly enough, too, is that they deliver, which I thought, wow, I hadn't paid attention to that in the past, but yeah, they do offer. There's a phone app delivery service that you could find Magnolia's on as well. So check that out as well. All right, on to the next one. Next is Cook St. Paul. And I've talked about Cook St. Paul in the past. It's a cool place. It's quaint. It's cozy. The food, I mean, it's always packed. The food is great. Cook St. Paul is located at 1124 Payne Avenue, right in St. Paul. Once again, 55130. They offer quaint American style dinners. And not dinners, but your dining experience. I wrote diner and said dinner. But they offer a quaint American style dining experience. And you're probably wondering a post that I made about locavore. So I mentioned I was going to explain what that is. And, if you are familiar with the word, you know what I'm talking about. But if not, locavore stands for or is defined as a person whose diet consists only or principally of locally grown or produced foods. So, coming to a city where, gosh, I'll say a state, not a city, a state where farms, I mean, I'm in the Midwest and farms are like everywhere. I mean, there are neighborhood farms or community farms. There are individuals that are just getting together with their neighbors and having a small little, if you would, co-op farm community, maybe on their block or something. And they all get together and, share the different types of produce that they grow. Individuals like that are referred to as locavores. So again, keep in mind that definition is of a person whose diet consists only or principally of locally grown or produced foods. And I mention that because Cook St. Paul really focuses on that. There are a number of other restaurants as well that talk about farm to table, and they are also locavores as well. Cook St. Paul, is one that really uses the term, very openly, and they it really is. They also refer to it also as scratch kitchen too, because once it's gone, it's gone. So things are always fresh. You will never see maybe or find in their kitchen something that's been sitting there for a couple of days or whatnot. They obtain just enough to for that either specific day or those few days that they know that they're going to have to make this in-house and have it available fresh for that day for that purpose. That is how that is, farm to table. And everything is locally, what they obtain is locally grown and produced within, yeah, I would say that it varies within the radius of, where Cook St. Paul is located, or just from within the city of Minneapolis or St. Paul. That could vary. It could be 60 miles, 100 miles. So as long as it's considered local, you've got to find out specifically what folks might refer to as local, because certain farmers markets will only allow farmers that are within a 40-mile or at the greatest 60-mile radius of the specific city that they are coming in to actually sell their produce or their locally grown items or obtained items from. If you are outside of that limit or that distance, you're not considered a locally grown or farmer. And that's why smaller farmers have that. That's why it's important to actually support your local farmers or farmers markets, because that's what they rely on as well, knowing that individuals that are coming out to the farmers market and companies such as Cook St. Paul are going to be coming specifically to obtain items from them, because they are considered that locally grown farmer and can produce that food. They rely on that. And plus, it's so much more fresh. It really is. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is Neighborhood Cafe. Neighborhood Cafe. Oh, and I'm sorry, Cook St. Paul. Visit their website at cookstp.com so that you can find out more information about their breakfast menu as well as their lunch. And they offer various different menu items you'll find quite interesting and tasty. Not interesting, strange, interesting, tasty, and ones that would excite you to want to come back. Also, they offer what's referred to as Korean dinners. And that's really every Saturday, or excuse me, every Friday. However, not so much in the month of September. They are currently they're trying to assist with, cooking food for those that have suffered from recent natural disasters in the state of Texas. So it is an extra opportunity for you to have very interesting and tasty foods when they do have these Korean dinners on Friday, normally on Friday. But for the month of September, their focus is really to help other individuals as well. And what better way than to help them with a great meal? So definitely check out Cook St. Paul. Once again, their website is cookstp, so stpaul.com. And again, visit their website so that you can see their menu, what their locations are. Their hours are Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So definitely check them out. Remember, you're a locavore, so you have to go there, especially if you appreciate locally grown and produced food. So support your local locavore, just like you. Next is Neighborhood Cafe. Neighborhood Cafe. Gosh, okay. So last week, when I was going to take my my guests, my sister, my nephew, back home, or actually taking them to the airport. I think it was the day before. I took them to Neighborhood Cafe, and when my nephew initially came out for the first time, I had taken him there on one specific day, and apparently he went home and talked about it quite a bit with family and friends. So when we were deciding what we were going to do for our last breakfast, both of them, both my nephew and my sister, looked at me and was like, "Well, do we want to go to that place where, uh, Rashawn had some kind of egg something with pot roast?" And I had to think about that. I was like, "Where was that?" It was Neighborhood Cafe, and as always, they never disappoint. Neighborhood Cafe is located at 1570 Selby Avenue. That's St. Paul once again. That's 55104. They are a cafe that they serve breakfast all day, really. All American comfort food and classics, anything that you could actually think of. Yeah, you have to actually go there to really to appreciate it even more. I mean, true enough, I could show you pictures and give you descriptions, but the tasting the food is what is going to convince anyone about how great some place is. And believe me, the prices, all these places that I'm talking to you about or that I'm mentioning, they're all wonderfully priced, where you could take your entire family and still not feel like you're breaking the bank. You could go there and just enjoy a really great meal, and the portions are really a good size. If you really want to be a little bit frugal, you could share some of these plates with like two people. But if you're really hungry, no, you don't want to. You wouldn't want to share. But in this case, for Neighborhood Cafe, they actually, aside from all of the regular breakfast stuff, I mean, they do lunch items and so on. But again, this is about breakfast. But they serve beer and wine. Adult beverages. When we were having our breakfast, they had a dessert type of adult beverage. It was a lemon drop, basically, but it was with lemon sorbet and salted, or actually sugared, on the rim of the glass, with pineapple juice, lemonade and champagne. It was quite a great. I think it was a nice way to actually end their visit, with a really great meal, a good breakfast place, and my sister and I sharing, an adult beverage. Sorry, Rashawn. You had to have apple juice, no juice, or orange juice, that is. Next year when you come, you'll be 21, and then you could have an adult beverage. But again, Neighborhood Cafe, check out their menu by visiting their website, which is the Neighborhood Cafe MN Minnesota .com, and you could find out more information about the different items that they offer, again, for breakfast, and the other for menus for lunch and for dinner. And they also have a happy hour too, so you could go there and still enjoy yourself with your friends. If you're wondering about that, pot roast eggs Benedict, let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. So picture the classic eggs Benedict. So two basted eggs that are served atop hand carved, in this case it would be roast beef, on top of an English muffin, and then topped with a hollandaise sauce, and then that's served with hash browns. And I'm just going to say that I'm not kidding you when I tell you, maybe that sounds a little bit extra decadent, or it might sound like, gosh, that might be kind of expensive. It's not. Trust me. You would be very surprised. I mean, you could go there and probably spend $20 and have a really, really great meal. I mean, and that's, I mean, I'm talking about a drink like coffee, juice, or something like that, plus tax, it would be under 20. With along with that pot roast eggs Benedict, yeah. There are so many other different items on there that we could talk about too, specifically about the neighborhood cafe. But again, I want to hear about yours. Where are some of yours? Give us a call. Give me a call here at the Un-Bougie Foodie at 651-200-3479, and let me hear one or two of, I'm not giving you a number. Give me a few of your suggestions or your ideas where your favorite spots are to have breakfast. These are just a few. There I have so many more that I could talk about, but I want to make sure I give an opportunity for you to share some of yours as well. So once again, that telephone number is 651-200-3479. Again, 651-200-3479. You could probably even want to send me a message on Facebook. I could, I'll answer a question. Why not? Sure. All right. Okay, so as I promised, we are going to talk about still breakfast food, but it is time for Get Your Groupon. Get Your Groupon. I know, I'm a clown. So I hope you have a pen and paper handy. Interestingly enough, I have gone this morning to one of the Get Your Groupons that I'm about to suggest. So I could tell you that yes, this is definitely a place that you would want to go, just to have a cup of coffee, have a meal, of course. But even if you just want to hang out and meet up with friends in the morning, have a cup of coffee before you start your day or whatnot, it's in St. Paul. The first place is, it is the New Louisiana Cafe. And I gotta say, first off, they're located at 613 Selby Avenue, again, St. Paul 55102. Again, this is Get Your Groupon, so make sure you have a pen and paper handy, because I'm going to tell you again some details and so forth regarding what your Groupon details are. Leave it at that. But a little backstory, at least for me, when I first came to Minnesota, which was 9 years ago, and gosh, that's incorrect. When I first came to Minnesota, it was 12 years ago. I was working or doing a secular job, but working in computers. And I met up with a friend, and I was in, where was I? I was in like North Minneapolis. So I was renting out a room with another friend that I've met. Anyway, this friend, suggested, hey, why don't you come over to, my side of the Twin Cities? And I tell you, I didn't understand anything about Twin Cities and whatnot. So he gave me the directions, and it was to New Louisiana Cafe. And I kind of forgot about New Louisiana Cafe. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know, when you don't really go out in the morning often to have breakfast, certain places slip your mind. But I was really glad that in this instance, for looking on Groupon, here was New Louisiana. So for the Get Your Groupon for this one, for $7, you are getting $16 worth of food. And when I say that the portions are really, really huge, again, all of these places we were talking about, their portions are huge. So the ratio to value that a food to what you're spending, yeah. Even when it's not Get Your Groupon, the price is still really, really good. So again, for $7, you pay $7 and you get $16 worth of food. And that's a savings of what, 56%. Now you got to hurry about this because it ends today. So I'm telling you this with a purpose of purchase it today and you can use it probably tomorrow or in the very near future. But once again, we're talking American fare. There is some Cajun along with that as well. And interestingly enough, this morning I had a crab cake eggs Benedict. I've never thought that I was going to have that ever. Not in that sense of ew. No, it's just I've never knew that was something that could be on a menu. But it was quite good. It really was. So New Louisiana Cafe, it adds that Cajun flair because, I've got to find out if they are similar to the Uptown Diner. The design logo seems a little similar. But again, the reason why it's referred to as the New Louisiana Cafe too is because of the fact that it has that Cajun flair to it. So some of the seasonings that are going to be used will remind you of just Cajun flavor. The crab cakes had a bit of seasoning on it that, standardly, no, that would not be one for American fare, or regular American fare or the classic American fare of eggs Benedict. But even for a crab cake, the taste of it, you could clearly know that the seasoning was a bit different for the crab cake. So it's quite interesting, very good. If you want to find out more information about New Louisiana Cafe, their website is available. You just have to visit newlouisianacafe.com. Again, you'll see all their items on the menu. Shows you directions how to get there. They're open. Saturdays are open from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday they are available 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So you have to get there kind of early. Some more breakfast, maybe some lunch. Yeah. So get your Groupon on that one. The next one I want to talk about, this one I have not gone to as yet, but a very similar type of Groupon opportunity, if you would. For this one, it once again is American cuisine. It is at the Uptowner Cafe, and this is on Grand Avenue. Once again, in St. Paul, you would pay $6 and get $16 worth of food. How awesome is that? I'm telling you. I'm like, wow. I grabbed this one too. I didn't go today, but when you see a price like that, $16 for, $6 for $16 worth of food. Come on now, you can't not grab that, or you don't want that. You want to pass that up. Here, it's 62% off of the price. I mean, wow, come on. So the Uptowner Cafe on Grand, they are located at 1100 Grand Avenue. That's once again in St. Paul, 55105. And that's like take 94, get off at like Dale, no, Lexington, and then go south. And it's right there at the corner of Grand and Lexington. You can't miss it. But if you're interested in finding out, again, more details specifically about the Uptowner, they have a Facebook page that you could visit. So just look for them at the Uptowner on Grand and Gosh, they'll show you information about their menu, um, huge portions, Cajun breakfast. They offer hash browns, just anything standard about a breakfast, of course, that you're looking for. So again, check them out. You'll have an opportunity to grab that before the end of today. So again, these are ones that I said you got to be quick today. Got to have a pen and uh, ready to purchase. But for $6, knowing that you could get $16 worth of food for $6, yeah, I will count my pennies and whatever and put it on a debit card and make sure that I get that so that I can have an opportunity to have a great meal on another day. Gosh, so today, like I said, today has been all about breakfast. Uh, we still have a little bit of time, so if there's anyone that would like to share maybe one of their favorite spots, please give us a call here at 651-200-3479. We'd love to hear from you. This will give you an opportunity not only to, well, okay, you can be on the air, but hey, maybe you want to share that other spot, that favorite spot. Come on, I know you want to share. But if not, make sure that you check out my Facebook page or follow me on other social media areas such as Instagram as well as Twitter. I don't rant a lot about food. I mean, there are certain moments where I feel that I need to actually point out a particular, I don't know, food or it may be experience that I had. Gosh, like last week it was the fair around, well, a few hours before 6:30 in the morning. We're at the fair gates. I know friends probably couldn't believe me that I was doing that, but yes. And then came in and we did the show, but it was just so much fun. I think it's moments like that you'll probably find me tweeting, and it's very rare, but you'll see me posting pictures more than anything. I love taking pictures. I don't know if it must be the photographer in me, constantly taking photos. And even today, I'll post some photos of the food that I had, of those crab cake, eggs Benedict. I had waffles too, and scrambled eggs. These portions are kind of big, so not kind of big. I keep mentioning kind of. They are quite large, so I did have to do a takeaway because I'm trying to get a full experience of the food. So anyway, I couldn't eat all of it, which reminds me, I have to, before I end the show, I really am looking forward to being back on the bandwagon, because I didn't fall off. It was just that, when you have your trainer, there was a hiatus that was going on. So I was on hiatus. We all were on hiatus. But Monday, I am going to be back boot camping. Boot camp is coming back. And I'll be talking more about that because I will also have my trainer on, and she will be giving us a bit of insight on, again, more thoughts of a plant-based lifestyle or diet as she's on it, or she's living it. She's not on it. She is living that lifestyle or that diet lifestyle. So I look forward to actually having a conversation with her and having her back on the show. I'm trying to get her to be on here regular because she needs to talk about, progress and help others like she's helping me, so that they can also feel better about themselves and working out and whatnot. Anyway, her program is Train with Tracy, and I know I'm mentioning it last, but it's really an important part. It's becoming, or has become, I will say, an important part of my life. So I really want to thank her for providing the program, and I'm looking forward to it. It starts back on Monday, so another 6 weeks, 3 days a week, 3 times each week I think I want to start taking pictures and showing my progress. But we'll see how that works out. Until next time, though, folks, I really want to thank everyone for tuning in. Remember, you could catch me here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Only on WEQY, the voice of the East Side. And as I end every show, again, I want to encourage everyone never to let anyone tell you what type of foodie to be, because really, it is all about the food.